Let's get straight into it. So first, you have to have every single collectible. I recommend you watch this video to find the location and how to get every single collectible. After doing that, you're going to want to go into the room that you do the Music Man stuff, and this shows you how to get to it. Here's some of my footage. In the Realtor showroom, this is the room that you get to by going into the Music Man area and taking the elevator. After you do that, you can see a door is unlocked. You simply go through there and you'd use the elevator to go down. Going into the retail showroom. This gets unlocked after you have all the items. Executive. Look at that. There's a code. Oh god. Go. It should then take you to this weird moon thing, and here's a quick little synopsis of how to do that. So 4 times you're going to have to go and do this into each separate quadrants. There's 4, remember I said earlier. So just like in each one of them, you're going to have to put your Starbright into the section that has the little insert. You have to put your Starbright in, and then it lights up the area. You follow the tube that connects to the Starbright, and it should take you around to a gate that is blocking a valve thing, a valve piece, I guess you could call it, and you're going to need 4 of them because, there's 4 quadrants. You're going to find 1 valve in each of the 4 quadrants. So once you have 1 of them, you can take it to the front where you spawn and you see the section with like the valve game. Once you're done, you put all 4 valves in, you do your game, and it unlocks the moon. It unlocks the inside of what appears to be a big moon thing that fell. You go in there, and assuming you have all 24 collectibles, you can open up the 25th, and that is David's ball. Once you get that, then you can do the moon game. If you're interested in how to do the moon game, here it is. It does take a bit, so if you're interested in really seeing how to do it, you can watch my video if you'd like, but if I'm too unbearable to watch, I understand. I'm scared. So basically the first thing you have to do, I'm going to do this voiceover because I take a long time. Head on over to your toy box, get the Sharpay plushie, and there should be a key under it. Once you get the key, you can open the window, but don't open the window yet. You have to go to your closet. You then have to open your closet. That is pretty much the first action that you need to do, and you will see a mask that you can take, and you need that. It is what you need to open the window to get out. You're then presented with this setting that you can also scroll left and right to explore each area. The first thing that you want to do is examine the nest as you get an item that you're going to need later on. So after you get the Chica Cup, carry on and you will see that you need it later on. The text basically says that there's soup. You're going to want to put the soup in your Chica Cup, and then after that you're going to want to grab the Starbright light. Do not enter the cave. Instead, you're going to want to carry on, and you'll see an alligator biting the owl. You're going to want to throw the soup at the gator and examine the tree, and you should get a knife from the tree. Once you get the knife from the tree, you can head back over to the first setting and cut off a tree branch, which will give you a walking stick. You can then venture down the forest ruins and shake the Fall Fest snow globe once you get to the main point. Please make sure that you press look at statues, and also, just to be safe, make sure you examine and look at everything that it gives you an option to look at, because you might miss out on an opportunity like this. You need the bow tie that is on the statue, and later, as you can see, it gives you the option to take the bow tie, which is crucial to progressing in the moon game. Make sure when you go to each area that you click on everything that is yellow. Besides, do not click on the walking stick yet, because there are other items that you need. So make sure you interact and see everything except for the walking stick. Jeez, I didn't mean to make it sound like you die if you clicked on it. You can. You have an option to go back once you do it, but yeah, just to make things simpler on you, don't click on it yet. Just go to each area and get everything that you can get, examine everything you can get, and then click on the walking stick. So this is the 3rd area. Within that area, before you use the walking stick, you can interact with the Monty water game, and you can also look at the pond. Make sure to go down to the pond and interact with the Foxy plush. You can get its eye, which you will need later on. With all that being done, now you can use the walking stick. So use that walking stick and get up there. You're then presented with this house, cabin thing, which looks oddly familiar. in my opinion. You can give the honey bottle to the bear, which I'm pretty sure is one of the items you collect in the game. So that's why, again, you need all items. So after you give the honey to the bear, it leaves you forever. You can then open the cabin door, and here's where your mystery starts. Not really sure if it's necessary, but you can use the pizza maker. But what you're going to want to do is talk to the woman. She'll say her name is Sun, which, you know, all this lore stuff I don't really understand. But you're going to want to fix her masks. And now that you've collected the bow tie, the eye, and the sewing kit, which you've collected in game, this is what you have to do. With the Foxy mask, you use the puppet eye that you collected by the lake. After that, you go to Freddy. You use the bow tie that you got from the statue. After that, you go to Bonnie and use the sewing kit that you've collected in game. After you finish all of that, the woman should give you a baby owl mask, which I think it is an illusion because the baby owl is David, and after he dies, you're pretending to be him because you're the mimic, or M2, I should say. Later on, you'll also come to see that the sun is Fiona, which means that in this game, sun is Fiona, and the moon is Edwin, because Fiona, or sun, says that you can now fool the moon into thinking that you're the baby owl. So it's almost like a Henry Emily situation where he's so fixated on his dead kid that he recreates it and starts to believe that it is the kid. You then exit the cabin and you have an option to interact with the square record, which is just a Fredbear Sing and Show record that says it was our favorite restaurant, which again supports the theory I just said. After that, you're going to want to, I'm pretty sure, take a left and venture into the cave. And since you have the Starbright and everything you need, it'll let you pass. Upon entering the cave, you have an option to interact with the owl statue. It says that you want to bring it back no matter what the cost, which again supports my theory. You're going to want to go east, and here you go. You can examine the vacuum pet. You don't have to, but there's an option. You want to head deeper into the cave, and then you are given the option to take the hammer. You need that later on to open a crystal to get one of the pieces of the statue. But I also have a question here. How come these statues are called an elephant, dog, and clown when they all look nothing like an elephant, dog, or clown? I just want you guys to speculate on that, because what the fuck. Anyways, after you get the hammer and do all that, you venture further into the cave. And you have three options. You either go north, east, or west. And what you're gonna want to do is go to the bottom option first. I know, it's really weird. Because you're going to need your hammer to crack open the crystal, get the body part, go back, and put it on the statue. So after you do that, you're going to want to go back into the north room and open this small door. Once you go into there, you're going to want to examine the wall carving and note this down. It's left, right, right, left. And you're going to need that for a combination. You are then going to want to examine the pirate ship because it will give you a net that you're going to need for the top option. So after you get the pirate ship, you get a net, and then you can examine the waterfall, and it should give you an option to go through the waterfall. It'll then give you an option to examine the treasure chest, and it's the same code we saw, which was left, right, right, left, and to my knowledge, this code stays the same, so just do, yeah, left, right, right, left. There you go. Inside of that chest, you get the right arm. You can head all the way back, put the arm on the statue, and then you can finally go towards the east arch. Use the fishing net in the pool, which you couldn't do before, and you get the head, which as you can see, it's moon without the sun. So this also raises a lot of theory questions, because like, where the fuck is the sun? Hello? And why? How? What? And then there's like this whole thing, like, you know, two sides of the same coin, I guess. One's evil, one's not. And like, I don't know. Fiona later on says something about like, or Sun I should say, says something about how it's like, you know, evil, not evil side. I don't fucking know. Oh, shut up. Enough of the fucking theory rant. Anyways, we're going to place the head onto the statue thingamabobber. And here's where it gets really weird. It sings, it glows, like what the fuck does this mean? It knows, you know, nothing but white, like hello? What is this? And then you get transported into a very, very, very familiar setting. Yeah, the welcome show that we see in the beginning. It then takes you through a whole sequence. So what you're going to want to do first is take the ticket book. If you talk to him though, it says that you rebuilt yourself, but you're split in two, moon and sun, destruction, and life. And again, with the theory talk, what the fuck does this mean? Like, is sun and moon and security breach like more important than we thought. Like, I don't know. Anyways, get the ticket booth. You then want to open the security door, and it just basically follows the same sequence of Secret of the Mimic. You go through each important or major sequence, which again I could expand on later, but you guys better follow my lead, because what the fuck do you mean attack Jackie? Like, I think anyone who picks that option is just dumb. Like, of course you're gonna die if you pick that. Anyways, follow my lead. You better follow my lead. You're going to want to go examine the crate, get the boots, and then use the eternal vortex of the boots to trap Jackie into the boot. When you interact with the toy soldiers, it says that they know what you did. Like, bitch, no you don't. Like, what the fuck did I do? Anyways, there's a big present that Jackie left behind. Open it, and you get an item that you need later on. You can then enter the vent, and you'll see another very familiar scene. Bitch, before you press anything, give the ticket to the top man, because before you know it, you're gonna die. Look what happened to me. You see? That's what happened. So before you do anything, I see you. Give the ticket to the top man. That's how you get through it. Pardon that little situation there. So what you're gonna want to do is grab David's ball. You know, remember before you got David's fucking play blocks. But yeah. Do not talk to this doll, by the way, because as you can see, I died. What you're going to want to do is first get the little kit and fix up both of her friends, and then you can talk to her. She gives you a fucking birthday cake, and then you go on to the next segment, which is the Chica's Party World little duck thing, and you basically have to give her the birthday cake. And there you go. Yeah. I don't know why I'm talking like that. That's kind of cringy. Bye. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's like every character we see, we like give them peace or something and they give us a present. So yeah, open the present. You're going to get something. You're going to get something extremely special and important, which is Tiger Rock, aka the White Tiger plush, and go up these stairs. Do not make the same mistake that I did. Make sure you read the storybook first. It'll give you the order that each item has to go in. It is, the items that you need are like the blocks, the plush, and, what the fuck is it? The ball? Yeah. So it'll tell you, for me, it was, I'm pretty sure, it was balls, blocks, and plush. I don't know if it'll be the same for you, but that was my order. Once you get it all right, this happens. I first attempted this because I'm so goated at this. I even made a mistake, as you can see, but you know, since I'm just such a pro, I was able to do it all in the first try. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be obnoxious on purpose. But yeah, this is what I did. You can move the things like mid in between each number if that helps. But yeah, you get your glitched permission. This is how you get your glitched permission. So she tells you, oh, blah blah blah, you did it. You got my glitch permission. And then she does this like weird ending thing where like she transports you into her eye, which is kind of creepy. And then you get sent back to the spawn. You then want to head up to the office. Instead of giving in your permission thingy-mabobber, you do the parachute ending, basically. But instead of getting all the tapes, you go and use your glitched permission to get each little cassette tape that says bedtime story. But if you don't know how to do any of this beforehand, let me explain really quick. You're going to want to get your spring lock suits, put one there in the hall, and put the other one in the other hall. It should then give you permission to open these two locked off areas. You go through one of them, it should take you to another spot where you can get a third spring lock suit. You want to put it in the other area, go through a vent, it should give you permission to the fourth spring lock suit. You can then go into the other area, and then Mother Son will be like, oh, I have no other option but to let you in. After she talks to you, she should open the thing behind you, and once you go through it, it should lead you up to their house. And once you go into the house, here's where it all begins. You have 4 doors upstairs and 2 downstairs, with each having cassette tapes that say bedtime story. You're going to want to go all the way upstairs. The first glitch door that should be on your left side is the main base that you put all of your cassettes in. Just keep that in mind, because that's where you're going to need to travel to put each cassette after each round. There should be one in there too, but yeah, here's a little time lapse of me getting all the cassette tapes. Event should open once you get them all, but listen to me, do not go in there yet. You have to withdraw the tiger plush and then go in there. Don't you dare proceed without me, I see you're trying to. What you're going to want to do is read on your wall. It should tell you which order your story goes in, I'm pretty sure. It is confirmed that it's different every time, so if you look up a video, you can't copy their story, you're gonna die. It's based on your story, so as you can see on the wall, this is your order. And here you go. You basically want to type it in order. It should say like, okay, so here's how your story starts. What happens? So the first thing on your list, mine was rabbit. I did rabbit. As you can see, it doesn't kill you because you did it right. Oh my god, he's so cute. I'm sorry, it's so sad. Anyways, yeah, that's what you do. And then you continue on. As you can see, I got it right again. You do this until it's the end. Once you finish, you should have the option to fix the mimic. And there you go. It is so sad in my opinion, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could potentially be expecting a few more posts about Secret of the Mimic on my channel if you're interested. I don't know, but yeah, this is how you do the, quote, good ending, end quote. Hope you enjoy, hope this isn't too long, hope I made you laugh, I don't know, But yeah, if you have any questions, comment below, but this is how you get the good ending in Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. This is a great game. Okay, enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed the video.